Spill. No, let's trade it. Yours a little bit lower than mine. Trash a bit. You trash.
Episode 5. Welcome back. Friday, man. We ain't gonna take y'all too much longer. So we hit every team except for two. The most important two. I'd like to start this episode by saying I want y'all to realize there will be somebody to win their finals, a championship with their third team. So Kawhi, if he win it this year, this will be his third team winning. LeBron, same thing. So LeBron, Kawhi, Kareem. There may be one other player that have done it with two separate teams.
There are players that have done it with
No,
three.
well, yeah, but when we talking about superstar level, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about superstar level. Robert Horry, I think, has won a championship with every NBA team possible. So
And then and John Sally.
John Sally, you know what I'm saying? So, but superstars, bro, there's only 3 players off the top of my head. There may be another one out there somewhere. So, I want to hit on the Clippers first, man. You acquire Paul George through trade. You give up your future.
Somebody got to get paid in that front office, bro. Whoever made that.
Yes, his name is Doc Rivers.
No.
I think it was Doc.
A step above.
Oh, you talking about Jerry?
Jerry West.
That's where everybody
Jerry
gives the
West.
credit.
They say he put it together. The Showtime Lakers. He put together Shaq and Kobe. He put together. I'm missing one more duo. Them now, but I'm saying
he prevented the Clay trade to Cleveland.
No, Jerry West. Yeah, he deserves.
He prevented. I'm just saying though, like, so if anybody's getting credit, it's Jerry. But I want to know where the Clippers gonna end up, man. First of all, what's they gonna be their seeding?
Top 3.
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Top 3. They could end up winning. Top
2
3.
to 4. 2 to 4. Not even a possible chance at number 1 seed.
Nah, cause a lot. What you look at it, you looking like that. Denver might they have a chance to fall in that 1 through 4 seed.
Nah,
It's
gonna be like 4.
It's not the East where Atlanta and the Pacers and Toronto, because you play great team ball, then you can be a number 1 seed. This is the West where team ball is a factor, but talent is more important. So the only team ball team in the West since I've been alive to be consistent at being a number 1 seed, and they weren't number 1 every single year, but most seasons, was the Spurs.
I was about to say that too.
That's it. But I mean, look at the talent. You know what I'm saying? Tony Parker, Ginobili, Tim Duncan. If we're gonna go all the way back to where it started, it was
David Robinson.
David Robinson. You know what I'm saying? So
you had David Robinson, you had Bruce Bowen.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So what was Big Boy name? Big U. Boris Diaw. Boris Diaw. You know what I'm saying?
They just call me Boris
Steven
Diaw.
Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've had some talent come through there. Shout out Jack, you know what I'm saying? So for the Clippers, man, you say 2 through 4, you say
I say 1 through 3. Like they'll be top 3.
1 through 3. Okay, so we're not gonna
and it's possible 1.
So with their roster setup, Pat Bev, Lou coming off the bench, Paul George, Kawhi, Montrezl, how do you say his name?
Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, it's an L at the end of his name. So.
Yeah, but it's just Montrezl.
Okay, all right.
L is silent.
Shout out to his mama.
In the hood.
So Montrezl Harrell, which I thought did fantastic last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was decent.
They still got Lou Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like
off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So that's your offense off the bench. I'm just saying that they got a nasty looking roster.
you can throw him in anyway.
And they got Paul George.
I named them. How much?
Nah, you named him.
I'm finna say I definitely named both of them. Paul George.
No, but they added Paul George. That they lost Shea Gilgeous and they lost Danilo Gallinari. But I mean, Danilo ain't
for a
good.
28-point scorer.
That's not a big loss.
He's an MVP candidate. I'm with you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that.
I'm with you.
I can't.
Go ahead.
I can't guarantee a championship for them, but as where they fall, 1 through 3, easy.
I think
They're the top team.
they easily, like, Jerry West has done a phenomenal job.
Again.
Crazy over the decades. He's eliminated the factor of first round draft picks. Like, why would I potentially,
Facts.
when I know for certainty that I got an MVP, third place MVP candidate right here that I can get right now, and put him aside, 2-time Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, All Defensive Team, You know what I'm saying? They play. I mean, they pretty much play the same position, but you can put them on the wings and lock down the wings and eliminate players from the court.
No, I agree.
They have a similar like style. You know what I'm saying? The way they play, like I feel like they can like, what's it called? Like they can benefit each other. It's not like one guy is gonna be like, oh, you're taking away from my game.
Because neither one of them have to have the ball to be a factor on the game.
But when they get the ball,
big facts.
Yeah, like I'm agreeing with you. Like when they get the ball, it's like okay.
Right, what's crazy is when we watch them in the playoffs and they defer, both of them defer the ball to Lou Will to close out a game. That's what's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Board man gets paid.
Look,
and the thing is,
that's what he get paid to do though.
Lou Will don't take away from any of their games. So when it comes into like the bench play, you can keep one of them on the court, which is probably going to be Paul George. He's going to play the majority of that.
Yeah.
I'll play for the second unit. But I don't think Kawhi's going to play playoff time.
But when it's crunch time,
seeding is going to be a major factor in the Western Conference.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But when it's crunch time for the Clippers, they're having those three guys on the court.
Oh, big facts.
Hands down.
Fourth quarter, they all on the court together.
Lou, PG, and Kawhi on the court.
And then regardless, defense with the little position, big man position with Montrez and Montrezl and Beverly. You know what I'm saying? Pat Bev. So,
but think about the beginning of the game though, all the way to the end, how it's gonna work out for them. It's like you got starting off Kawhi, because you know Lou coming out the bench, you got Kawhi and Paul George.
And they still got Landry.
One of them take a break whenever, because they're all going to play together, like, you know, sometime during the beginning. And then one of them going to come off. One of the superstars. It'll probably be Kawhi.
Well, but here's the thing.
The rest of the game, they just fluctuate.
Beginning of the season, that's not going to be an issue.
No.
Because they're going to have to learn how to play together. So they're all going to get their minutes.
Yeah.
Come into the season, they're making a push to have the proper seeding. So come playoff time, it's not an issue.
I legit think that their death lineup is going to be it's going to be Pat Bev, Lou Williams, Kawhi, PG. You could interchange them at 3 and 4.
Kawhi, I would put PG.
You're saying that's their like 4 quarter lineup?
No, this is going to be their death lineup.
Yeah.
And Montrezl Harrell, because Montrezl can guard the 5. I mean, like, unless you got LaMarcus Aldridge at the 4, name another 4 that's going to put someone in the blender of that size. Because, I mean, Paul George still 16.
There's only 2 teams that I feel like in the West right now, I'll get to in a second, that I feel like that's not ideal. It would work, but it ain't ideal. You know what I'm saying? So, next team up, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna get more on the Clippers. Next team up.
Take it away.
I'm going to let him start. You know what I'm saying?
The
Los Angeles LeBrons. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead.
The Los Angeles Lakers. Don't let Stiggers, the trash man, tell you
Los Angeles LeBrons.
The Los Angeles Lakers. Look, man. Look. I got purple and gold today now. You feel me? But
he can't prepare.
I think even though we didn't get Kawhi, we didn't get D'Lo. I think those would have been major acquisitions. I mean, we couldn't get D'Lo because it was a sign and trade. We didn't get Kawhi. I guess he said he wanted his own team, but with the pieces that we put around LeBron James outside of Anthony Davis, we signed a 3-and-D guy in Danny Green. We signed a 3-and-D guy in Avery Bradley, who's been on our first team, all defensive team before. We grabbed Boogie for a year. We re-signed Rondo for a year. We re-signed JaVale McGee. I think we legit have a 7, possibly 8-man rotation. I think we need
to. So first of all, let me say this: you got LeBron at point. Who's starting?
Danny Green.
At 2. Okay, so Danny Green is starting at 2.
Mm-hmm.
No problem with that. Your 3 is.
Or
Kyle. No.
Or we
I'm just saying.
Just starting lineup.
Yeah.
You could put Bron at the 1, Avery Bradley at the 2, Danny Green at the 3,
okay,
Kyle Kuzma at the 4, Anthony Davis at the 5.
Okay.
That's the starting lineup.
No, what's coming off the bench?
He's a 3.
Boogie.
So that's the 5. Boogie.
Boogie can come off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Rondo can come off the bench because he ain't started.
That's 5 and 1. So go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And then I already said Kuz. All you need is a 7-man rotation.
So here's my thing. But here's my thing though. You get more out of your players if Avery Bradley and Danny Green, one comes off the bench, one starts. You get more out of your players. For Kuzma and AD, you get more out of your players if one comes off the bench.
So who gonna replace him?
I'm giving you that. All I'm saying is, with LeBron, his biggest feature has been he struggles to play with other players because he's ball dominant. He can give you rebounds, assists, and score the basket. You know what I'm saying? So
But
all I'm saying is between Boogie, AD, Danny Green, Avery Bradley, and Kuzma, I feel like 3 of them you should get starters minutes, but you should come off the bench. A Jason Terry situation when they won the championship with Wesley Matthews, Jason Terry had starters minutes. Wesley Matthews started though.
No, Wesley Matthews won on that team.
I mean, not Wesley Matthews. I'm sorry, Deshaun Stevenson. Yeah, I'm sorry. Deshaun Stevenson. Yeah, my bad. Deshaun Stevenson was starting. He played defense on D-Wade. He came in. You know, he had every single game.
He had 6 threes.
I'm saying every single game he started the first quarter with 2 threes.
In the finals game.
But here's the thing though.
Care.
Jason Terry came in and was what? That factor that they need. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you.
I feel like with LeBron, if you this is playoff situation. Now to start the season, they're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't know who should be your next man up as far as Green and Bradley.
Why is Boogie coming off the bench? That's my question.
Potentially, why not?
Why?
If he's getting
This is year 2 after.
if he's getting starters minutes, why is that an issue?
But he hasn't shown like after the injury like that he can move the way he used
Boogie's
to.
a starter though. Like it's not that he can't move like he used to.
Well, he gonna have to prove it. I'm not
He's
opposed
already
to it.
proved it.
So here's my question.
Boogie hooped his playoffs.
You have JaVale McGee for your rim protector. Obviously, no question.
That's off the bench.
But here's my question: Why put AD and Boogie on the court at
They're
the
on
same
the court
time?
together.
And how did that work out?
But
It worked out okay.
But
They
yeah,
were both hooping.
but that's all they
They
had.
just on a bad
Okay,
team.
hold on.
We're talking about okay. I'm saying what is the maximum efficiency you can get out of each player?
I got you. Hold on.
You're not
The
gonna
reason-
miss out on boards. You're not gonna miss out on availability to shoot.
I miss out on boards with
I feel you.
They can stretch the floor.
with JaVale McGee and AD. I'm not gonna miss out on boards either.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but why would you put JaVale McGee as the starter?
because he can play defense. He can pick up the
So-
like.
One is bringing no. So okay, so if you bring JaVale McGee off the bench, where's your offense in the paint?
You don't have none.
But if you bring Boogie off the bench, now you have offense and defense in the paint, and this is for
that's
backup.
ideal. But do you think Boogie's gonna like sit on the bench?
He did it with Golden State.
He did it because he was injured. This was year 1 off the injury.
Yeah, I feel
but
you.
Did he do it at the end?
He's got.
Did he do it in the playoffs?
Yes.
Not the
there
whole
were
way.
games he didn't start.
But when he's a starter, he's a starter.
Matter of fact, he was third string in game 5.
He was in the G League for most of the season.
You know what I'm saying? He was third string in game 5 of the finals because they started both Bogut and Looney saw ample amount of minutes before Boogie ever hit the court.
That's fact.
It was when KD, some of their offense got injured. They brought Boogie in and he scored the next 11 points.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But what I'm saying is that Boogie's a starter no matter where he goes.
I'm not arguing can he start.
Because you got to figure that out as a coach. How to make AD
But you also got to.
It's AD, LeBron, and Boogie. It's not AD and Boogie.
Yeah, it's all
when they had Drew Holiday bringing, if I'm not mistaken, with Derrick Collison, it was Drew Holiday. When they had Drew Holiday bringing the ball up the court, yes, you can make that work.
That's my boy.
We're talking about LeBron and AD. Starting with Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie doesn't demand as much as he needs. Like
it ain't about demanding. Where's my offense coming from? When they sit down, where's my offense coming from?
Yeah, if you average,
when all of them sit down,
when AD and LeBron sit down. If I'm telling myself that either Avery Bradley or Green, one of those, and then Draymond Green is my offense, potentially Kuzma's already starting. I have to have some offense hit the court.
I thought y'all said Kuzma wasn't starting. Danny Green was.
No, I know it's LeBron, Avery Bradley, Danny Green, Kuzma. And AD.
Kuzma's at the 4.
Yeah.
So Boogie and
So let me tell you what y'all missing. And this is what I said.
Yeah.
From Danny Green, Avery Bradley, Kyle Kuzma, Boogie, and I named one other person. I said 3 of them have to come off the bench.
I think it's best
because if you put AD, Kuzma, Green, LeBron, and whoever else, you've already got where's your offense now coming off the bench? You have to have more offense coming off the bench than you already do on the court because LeBron is bringing the ball.
I feel you, but you could pull a Golden State. You could take 2 out and bring 1 in and bring a couple in, and you can leave someone in there.
Golden State.
So I mean, like what I mean by that. Who was coming off the bench that was scoring?
For Golden State? Livingston, that's it.
But what was he averaging?
You double.
Eight.
I was about to say a little less than 10.
But I'm saying so what they do is they leave in their most point scorer, which was Kevin Durant when they were all healthy. They leave in their most point scorer.
I was just about to say that.
Golden State put that on the court.
Wait.
But I'm saying like they would start everyone healthy.
That's what I think the Lakers are going to do.
If you put your best players on the court, that's fine. Steph, can make plays or put up points without having the ball because the way they play their offense.
Yeah.
LeBron needs the ball to make stuff happen. He needs the ball to make stuff happen.
But he makes stuff happen.
I'm not arguing that. But see, here's my thing. Boogie needs the ball to make stuff happen. AD needs the ball to make stuff happen. Danny Green, A.V. Bradley, and Kyle Kuzma will be okay because they will get looks whenever they're available.
And when has LeBron ever been like unwilling to give the ball away?
I'm not arguing that. You're missing my point.
What's your
When
point?
LeBron is on the court, if you have all of your offense playing with LeBron, what's coming off the bench? Where's your scoring?
But what I'm saying is that that's what rotation's about. Like, so you might take LeBron out a little earlier than you do Boogie.
I got that.
You leave Boogie in, but they're gonna start
That's
with
the
that.
point. That's the point I was going to make.
I don't think he coming off the
That's the
bench.
point I was going to make for Golden State. It is about rotation. You might pull two of your offensive players out, bring in Sean Livingston or somebody else with offensive abilities. You know what I'm saying, and leave them with KD, or just leave them with Clay, or just leave them with Steph. You know what I'm saying? I got that, but my only thing is for the Lakers, and so that's a great segue. I feel like the Clippers are a better chance to win the finals. And the only reason why I say that is because of the players and the coach. I feel like their players mesh together better, and the
With no
coach,
chemistry.
With no chemistry so far. I feel like they have a better chance of getting it together faster. Not only that, I feel like
I don't agree with that.
I feel like Doc Rivers is not a regular season coach. I feel like he is a playoff coach. I feel like, and I know. Well, here's my thing.
Doc Rivers is a
With the Clippers, he has not had a lot of fair weather. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of good games.
He better do it this
But
year.
here's my thing. Blake Griffin and Chris Paul stayed injured when they was over there with the Clippers. You know what I'm saying?
Stability is availability.
Exactly. This season, I feel like they had a good cast. They had no chance in the world of actually beating Golden State in 7 games, but they did damn good. They showed up for 6 games. The games that they lost, they made competitive. They came back from one game in a playoff deficit. You know what I'm saying? So if you take his coaching ability in the playoffs and mesh it with the number 3, as far as MVP voting in Paul George, somebody who has spent his entire career in the playoffs. The only reason why he really hadn't made it to the finals was because of LeBron. Kawhi Leonard, 2-time Finals MVP, was brought up by a hell of a coach in Greg Popovich, and another coach that he just won the finals with default, but you know what I'm saying, another good coach in
Nick Nurse.
That's fine, but I'm just saying he was a good coach. He was able to do something, you know what I'm saying, when given the opportunity. That's all I'm saying. He didn't have to struggle to put together game plans against a bunch of people, but I feel like the series he played Greek Freak, I feel like he came out in the second half of each game with something new. Then, of course, they were hobbled, you know what I'm saying, but I feel like he did something special against Golden State. Siakam scoring 32 points in the first game, Kyle Lowry scoring 21 points in the first half of the game 6. Come on, bro.
I want to call it special.
All right, we don't have to. All I'm saying is this. Looking at the 2 rosters, I'm favoring the Clippers over the Lakers as of right now. Not a single game has been played.
I can't argue that, bro.
All we know is that is certified about 10 men, 9-10 men on each roster. That's all we certified in the coach. I'm saying right now, I favor the Clippers over the Lakers.
The only reason why I favor the Lakers. Now I'm not gonna say that that's not debatable because that's absolutely debatable.
That is definitely debatable.
That is absolutely debatable. But the thing that I like about the Lakers is what they did after, getting AD. Like they picked up a deep roster.
They re-signed.
There's so much that this team can do. I don't feel like, even with the Golden State Warriors, there was a lot that the Golden State Warriors can do. They're in that seat, bro. Like, they're in the seat where it's like, we have so much talent.
I mean, since you said it,
The problem is what to do
Let
with
me
it.
add one more thing, because again, what I was saying about offense coming off the bench, Rajon Rondo is your point guard, and he's not shooting. So
He's your point guard for the
off
bench.
the bench, yes. So what I'm saying, he's not shooting. So you're gonna need at least 3 offensive players because they're not dominant offensive.
I'm not saying, but that's why I say rotation is different
big
from
facts.
who's coming out.
Big facts.
They're gonna rotate it.
And we still run off the premise that LeBron is gonna play point guard. I still don't believe.
They're not switching it up.
I think they will.
It would be.
Nah, he's gonna play point. He's gonna play point, bro.
It would be dumb of him to switch.
I think
He's gonna play point regardless.
I don't think that. I would say like for rotation's sake, I think you would start Rondo over Avery Bradley.
But when has LeBron ever like just really not brought the ball up the floor when it mattered. Like now it's just like okay, we get
in the finals against 2016 when Kyrie hit the game when it shot.
my bad. That's Kyrie though. That's Kyrie though.
I mean,
that's another guy to bring the ball up.
You asked if LeBron was not bringing up the ball,
that's
and I gave you an example.
My fault.
He said when it mattered, and that was the best example you probably
Yeah,
could
that was a very good rebuttal, bro. I'll give you that. But like literally, there's not a Kyrie on that team.
I feel you, but
If Kimba would have went there, maybe. But there's not a Kyrie on that team. It's Rondo.
my thing is like, believe it or not, like Rondo's just an older, well-seasoned, lackluster defensive Lonzo Ball.
Oh.
And if you looked at how Lonzo and LeBron play, like they complemented each other.
older, well-seasoned, lackluster defense. Lonzo Ball,
Lonzo Ball's better.
leave right now.
Yeah.
Leave.
You're not a fan of Lonzo, bro?
That's not what I said. It's what you said.
Bro,
Are you mad that he
Listen to wait.
Is Lonzo best?
So that's like me saying I am a less athletic, not as tall, not as basketball IQ gifted Michael Jordan. You're nothing alike. You are nothing alike.
Yes, they are, bro.
You can't say me and you just alike with the exception of these 90 things. No,
I said an older, well-seasoned, less lackluster defense.
That's a lie. But
No, it's not.
I'll say this. I think that Lonzo has a higher ceiling than Rondo, but he's not gonna accomplish.
He's
the things
6'6".
He's not gonna accomplish the things Rondo.
What has Rondo accomplished?
Rondo
outside of the big three.
That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna have that kind of career.
I'll say this.
Kentucky.
No. I think Lonzo. you tried. I think Lonzo will end up getting a ring somehow, some way. It's not far fetched. I'm not
He
saying
already got one.
I'm not.
Lonzo has a very high
Lonzo?
ceiling.
Oh, Lonzo thought you said Rondo.
Rondo, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Because you said one of y'all said that what is Rondo done? He got a ring, but here's my biggest thing about Rondo.
I didn't say that.
Wait, if it wasn't for his attitude problem, he was Mr. Triple Double. You know what I'm saying? Like before, at the point guard position before Westbrook emerged.
I don't think Rondo has an attitude problem. It's just
It's proven.
we gonna do what I do problem. Like,
If you get into it with every coach, every time you go to another team, it's your attitude. You the X factor at that point.
yeah, but he has a control factor. I don't think it's an
If you
attitude.
tell
It's
your
just he
coach
wants
to
control.
sit down and shut up, yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's some whole shit. But like I said, that's
When
control.
he
That's
talking to Rick
control.
Carlisle?
Yeah, he was.
I think like bro, Rondo and Lamar Odom, Lamar Odom can catch the hands.
Yeah, he knew the Mavs was bad, but that's not a here nor there.
Thank you,
We're not
man.
gonna go there.
Come on, Shannon.
I don't know. We've already talked about.
We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna
We
go there.
definitely have already talked about
I didn't
that.
get my.
Yes, you did. Yeah, no, stop. Wait.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Real quick. Hold on. Wait.
We
Real quick.
deviating.
I want y'all to stop. I want y'all to go back to, what is it, episode 3? Episode 3.
Maybe 2.
It may have been 2. I was
haven't
going to say
seen
2.
3.
Wait. And I gave him an opportunity and he went to talk about Tyson Chandler. So, no, we not.
No, we just got into Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, you pulled him up with that torn ACL.
One day we'll have an episode where the Mavs are gonna be discussed.
They ain't never
No,
gonna be
big facts.
discussed.
No.
Because I really want to go deep, but I probably got these guys probably talked me out of and got me into the Tyson Chandler debate.
You gotta have.
I ain't gonna talk about
Look, when I pick up the phone to call you.
Yeah, we deviating, bro.
Look, when I pick up the phone to call you, it's gotta ring more than twice.
No, bro. Hey, you call me about the Mavs, I'm picking up ASAP.
Nah, look, they only ring one time, sir.
This how we gonna close out.
Oh, that's funny.
No.
16.
This how we gonna close out.
16.
Clippers. You said 2 through 4 seed. You said
1 through 3.
1
Yeah,
through
1
3.
through 3. They're gonna be the top or.
Okay, all right. 1 through 3. That's fair. I got them 1 or 2. I don't have them being anything less than 2.
They could be. Yeah.
So wait.
I can agree with that.
Respect to the teams in the West, but you can't teach talent. You can get somebody, but you can't teach talent. So here's my thing: Western Conference Finals, Clippers, LA. Western Conference Finals will be in LA, whether it's 4 games or 7 games.
It could be both teams.
So, but I didn't ask you what it could be. What is it gonna be?
One of those.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be in LA. You're like, it's gonna be in LA. It's gonna be in the state.
Is it gonna be red, white, and blue, or is it gonna be purple, white, and gold?
It should be both.
It's gonna look. You know, it's gonna be.
Who else?
No. The teams are gonna be there. Who's pushing forward to the final? This is
Los
the
Angeles.
Western.
Depends on like you said. Like you said, placing matters, bro. Like
Trash.
where you place matters. Like
So you saying whatever team with home court advantage, basically?
not even that. It's just
They're at home.
the Lakers and the Clippers will meet.
Come on. So wait.
If they don't meet before.
That was my point. Understand something. If all 4 or 7 games are played in LA, it is a Lakers home court advantage.
Regardless, because
It is
it's
And I don't
it's
feel like that
60-40.
matters if it's Lakers or Clippers.
What do you
Why
mean?
doesn't it matter?
What I'm saying
Phil
is-
Mickelson gonna be you can't name a Clippers fan.
Look, facts. What's his name? What was the guy's name that owned the Clippers and made them racial comments?
Steve
Yeah.
Ballmer.
He obviously wasn't a Clippers fan. No, that wasn't Steve Ballmer. Who was the
that's
owner of the
somebody
Clippers?
else.
Donald Sterling or something like that.
Nah, that's the owner of the league.
It was Donald something. It was Donald Sterling.
Yeah, I think
I thought
it was.
Donald Sterling was the.
No, what is the
I'm
league
tripping,
owner
I'm
name?
tripping.
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver.
Adam
yeah.
Silver.
Donald Sterling. He wasn't even a Clippers fan. So you're not finna tell me
He
his name was
just revenue.
All I'm saying
almost said
is that
something.
because I'm drunk.
Look, I thought about it too.
I'm drunk, but all I'm saying is that the Lakers and the Clippers, it doesn't matter who's gonna have that last game in whatever series they play. All I'm saying is that like you said, placing matters for both of them. So like both teams.
Wait, not if they playing each other is irrelevant.
That's what I'm saying. If they play each other, you don't know where they're gonna meet. They could meet.
Yeah.
They could meet in the second round, or they could meet.
Nah, boy, you tried.
They could meet anywhere. Bro.
They could meet anywhere.
So I'm saying.
Stop deviating. If they play, who
not
winning?
deviating.
If they play, who winning?
I don't know. I haven't seen them play together, bro. But all I'm saying is it's a talk.
The Lakers why?
It's a
I'm
talk.
not asking you is it a talk. We know it's debatable.
Yeah.
It's all
So
hypothetical.
I can't answer the question.
No,
I haven't seen neither of them play.
Believe it or not.
No, don't answer. I want to cheers you. What's your answer?
No, believe it or not, I think that we got what you tried. We got I think we have
He got a contract.
We-
My bad. I forgot to
look,
tell
my
y'all.
Lakers here we do. You know what I'm saying? Lifetime.
Hold on.
So I think because they got a lifetime contract. We
How
gonna
much you make? You gotta pay to watch the game, so you ain't.
Nah, I ain't gotta pay nothing. It's free.
That nigga watching
Lifetime, baby. Lifetime, baby. Lifetime.
He
You
said
see
he's sitting next to Jack Nicholson.
there you go, man.
Blow up down there.
Look, y'all catch me on the sidelines now.
Yeah, at his house,
In the Raptors.
at the YMCA, catch him on the sideline.
Nah, I think I think they won't have an option. I think they won't have an answer for our bigs. To be quite frank, like LeBron's gonna get off, AD's gonna get off, but that Boogie's gonna get off, and then we have.
Thank you.
We have two. No.
We
Just
never argued it.
we have two like interchangeable players to put on Kawhi or Paul George.
Bye.
And,
I got what you're saying, but bye.
I got. All right.
Why buy?
Just see.
That man just told me he has 2 interchangeable players to put on Kawhi and.
Who are the two?
No, or.
Who are the two?
I
Who are the
said
two?
or.
Tell me who your two are.
I said
Obviously,
or.
LeBron.
No,
LeBron and
no. I'm not including. No. I'm not including LeBron because he's already an automatic.
So who? Who are the
It's
two?
gonna be
guys?
Danny Green and Avery Bradley.
Bye.
You're not even putting.
Bye.
You split them 50. How long is the
Right.
game? 48 minutes.
Niggas sleep
24
on
minutes on
Kyle
Paul George.
Kuzma.
Paul George plays 40.
Kuzma cold, y'all.
Now understand something. Wait. Guarding the 2 of them is a team task.
No, I feel you, but I'm
That's what
saying
I'm
you
saying.
can listen.
How big is Avery Bradley? How big is Avery
Bro, why are
Bradley?
we talking about Avery Bradley, bro? Like,
He's 6'6".
why are we talking about him?
I'm not putting him on Paul George for sure.
Why are we
For
talking
sure.
about this?
All right, but
sure.
put LeBron on him and put him
I
on
thought you was
Kawhi.
talking about Kyle. Like, Kyle can do some
No,
kind of
he's not a defender.
This how
He's
we
not a
doing it. Wait,
defender,
This how we
but
doing it.
he's-
Wait.
he's heavy, he's
So
big
your
enough.
so your reason for the Lakers winning was
Because we can throw multiple
interchangeable
bodies.
parts.
We can throw multiple
Wait,
bodies in one.
interchangeable parts
That's
and
what they
wait, interchangeable parts and y'all own the paint.
Yep.
I'm not upset with that.
Watch out.
I'm not upset with that. Boogie, AD, and McGee, I feel like will give problems to really any team, but like I said, the Clippers because they don't really have that height.
They just. I mean, Ivica Zubac, he's a talent.
He's off the bench, bro. Like, and I feel like the bench for the Lakers should not include Boogie unless he's in the rotation.
Look,
bro.
understand? Okay,
You a
even
bad
if
fan.
wait,
You don't know
no,
about
stop.
that. No.
Even if he starts,
I know about that.
even if he starts, you're talking about rotation, bro. Even if he
Past
starts,
few years.
let's be realistic. When you get to the playoffs, and we're talking about Clippers, Lakers, we're not talking about regular season. When you get to the playoffs, their starting 5 could be Boogie, AD, Kyle Kuzma, either Green or Bradley, and then LeBron. So
Who playing the 5?
I just said
It don't matter.
Boogie's playing the 5.
If Boogie is starting, Boogie is playing the 5. AD not gonna start.
Boogie a stretch 5 though.
All right. That's fine, but he's not
And
playing the
AD
4.
is
He's not
stretch-
playing the 3.
And AD is stretch 4, bro. That's the perfect lineup.
All I'm saying is, regardless, you're adding to his point. You want to be adamant about Boogie starting. If he start, that's fine. If he
He's
come off the
going
bench,
to start, bro.
Alright.
It's probably in his contract to start, bro.
Nah, they don't do that.
he got what, a $4 million contract.
This is year 2 after the injury, bro.
Don't say it's in his contract and he got.
And I'm
chips.
bullshitting, but like that's some bullshit. But definitely, like I think Boogie's gonna start and he's gonna just be in the rotation, and he's not gonna be as involved as AD in the
I'm
rotation.
gonna tell you right now though.
But he's gonna be
I'm
involved.
gonna tell you right now. To his point, if I'm playing the Clippers, Boogie's not starting.
So does Boogie not make it scary?
Well, nah, he definitely does. But my point to you is,
Who's the big three?
my point to you is, all I need is defense at that position. And then when they sit down, when my offensive players sit down, Boogie's gonna come in and he's going to be my focal point of my
move a
offense.
lot better than
But who's the big 3?
Move, yeah, but you gotta put up points
Think
eventually.
about it.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is like if Boogie starts, all you gotta do is do pick and roll.
No,
That's an
There's
ISO.
a big 3.
Wait.
There's a big 3 in LA. and
A
Boogie's
big
part of it.
3 does not mean it's by name.
Kyle Kuzma's definitely the third best player on that team.
I feel like Kyle Kuzma's a great player, but he's the 4th best player.
I wouldn't say great, but he's
I feel like he's going to be
good.
great. Like he's going to do.
Because of the roles other people have to play outside of LeBron and AD. No, he's number 3. Because of the roles people have to play outside of LeBron and AD, he's number 3.
You know how much I like Kyle, but I'm putting him number 4.
Well, but here's my thing, because you're gonna say Boogie's number 3.
Boogie is
obviously.
definitely number 3.
But again, you have to remember, I'm not saying he's irrelevant on defense. I'm just saying I have AD and McGee. If I have to have that defensive presence, I have either one of them to play that. If I have to have an offensive presence outside of LeBron and AD, I got Danny Green. I have Kyle Kuzma. So I'm saying Boogie's role is not to be the
But Boogie's
third
on
best
your
player.
front line.
That's fine, but
That's
you
what I'm
can
saying.
still be the fourth. You can still be the fourth best player.
He's gonna be a starter.
Possibly.
He's gonna be your. Honestly, to me, he's gonna be your 3rd best player.
Let it go, because he's stuck on what you're capable of doing. I'm asking what's going to be asked of him, and I'm telling you right now.
I feel like 17-10 ain't hard to ask.
LeBron is going to average anywhere between 20 and 25.
Yeah.
AD is going to average about 20.
You can have the other guy.
Wait. The other guy you're saying, no, stop, hold on, understand.
I like Kuzma.
The other guy you're telling me, first of all, mind you, he damn near got veterans minimum. So to get 17,
everybody's worried about that injury.
Wait. So
Stop
you
worried
still
about
got Kyle Kuzma, Danny Green, and Avery Bradley that's going to put up not 15, 20 points a game, but they're going to put up some points. And you telling me 25, 20, and 17 is what you're going to get from LeBron, AD, and Boogie.
That's what I'm asking Boogie to do.
Bye. All right, so
Because I know Boogie.
So here's the thing: I got Clippers as the favorite. He can't call it. That's fair. And you got Lakers as a favorite. And this is as of right now. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in for the last 5 days. They will be back, and I promise you, I don't care if it's mid-season or end of the season, they'll be back, and we'll have the similar conversation. We're not going to do all 30 teams. Because by mid-season, I guarantee you, we're only going to be talking about 8, maybe 10 teams at
And
most.
the Clippers and the Lakers will be one of them.
Oh, guaranteed.
The Mavs won't.
The Mavs will definitely be in the mix,
But
bro.
that's why I said 8 teams, because we'll have 4 legitimate championship contenders.
And then we'll have 4. We'll have 4 like that could be on the cusp, and then we'll have 4 trash.
The Mavs will be on the cup.
No, they won't.
Or they'll be in the
No, they
mix.
won't. They won't even win 40 games.
Wait. Come on, hold on, just a second. We'll have 4 that legitimately.
1-2 after that one.
You got your own. After that Boogie statement, we'll have 4 legitimate championship contenders, and the other 4 teams will be, hey, if next year, then, you know what I'm saying, type of situation. So obviously Lakers and Clippers will be 2. Y'all can decide for the other 6 through maybe 8. We may do 10 teams type deal. Y'all will see them for other topics as well.
Relationships.
He has some answering to do for his Kawhi statements. He may not be back.
Because the Mavs won't
for
win.
1,000 reasons, but outside
the
of
Mavs will be one of them.
reasons.
one of them reasons is the Boogie conversation we just had. Another reason is the Tyson Chandler conversation. Why did we choose here, bro? Tyson Chandler we conversation.
What's her name? I remember when she didn't take that shot.
She pulled it right there. Oh, the trash man. Snickers.
We love you today.
108 debates. Comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Ugliest Bama. Ain't shit Ev.
Illustrious, baby.
I'm the real Ev.
Illustrious
now. I'm
now.
no longer ain't shit Ev. I'm the real Ev now.
I just got one question.
Are you drunk yet?